Yay, Soulframe and Fluffy Bird. Morning, everyone. We got some joineries to find this morning. I really hope I get some. The blessed ones, at least. Alright, where did we leave off from? So, we are up near Nellynock and Winddown. So, this area seems to be a good area for our joinery farming. More so specifically for the blessed ones. So, hopefully, we get some. But because I'm up here in the northeastern quarter, there is a dungeon over here that I can head towards. So let's go do some mountain climbing. It'll be super fun. Hopefully. Oh, is that a new bridge? Wait, is that a new bridge? I hope it is. Oh, we've got the Hand of Mora still. Okay. Take it. You like the arrows. Come on. And I burn you too. Excellent. Excuse me. I think the joinery that I'm aiming for is probably... Stop blocking my things. You can just explode on fire then. Just gonna stand away from you. Inflammare. Yay, it worked. Okay. Alright, so there's the pretty bridge. Oh, we got a 2-star. 2-star sparrowtail. Don't mind if I do. But I hope you're all having a relatively lovely morning, evening, or like super early morning. Okay. Enemies, burn. Oh, is that the Moon Watch? Credence High. Actually, that's a good farming spot too. Which will be fun. Credence High, Credence High. Let's go get some more experience points. Oh, okay. Just throw it at the ground. So level 20s. They seem to be quite good. Oh. Okay. Alright. This pact seems to be getting better each time, which is good. Every time I log in, it seems to be updated slightly, which is nice. Very good. Very, very good. Oh, there's more people. Hello. Sinecure. Yo, 2 for 1. Oh, thank you very much for that. Yo, the movement's a lot smoother. This is good. And the damage output, that's nice. Alright, I'm just gonna stare at you for a little bit, and then you can burst into flames. Okay, that definitely seems a lot faster. So this is good. Excellent. Alright, 3-star sparrowtail. Hopefully, it gives us a blessed joinery, which is what I need. And the reason being, I want to be able to change the attunement of my skilter, Flyblade, to a courage, I believe. If not courage, hopefully spirit at least. Which is predominantly the attunement in the virtues that I'm using at the moment, which is good. Very strong, very powerful, and very, very effective, I should say. Oh, hey buddy.
Time to ward her out,
All right.
big legs. Don't get
What kind
those
of
kickies in
mischief are
the
you getting
twist.
me up to?
I'll show you the routes.
Okay, the mapping is weird. So what? I go down here? So I'm doing basically a circle. Okay, that'll be fun. Alright, I'm gonna jump in here and I'm gonna burn you all. I hope you enjoy the flames. And you bonk stick lady can get out of here. And I'll take your soul. Oh wow, she burned. Yo, that was really good. Yo, that is so much faster. Oh my god. People at Soulframe, if you've increased the explosion passive on Hand of Mora, I love you guys. Alright, let's see. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Inflammare. Alright, so it still takes 10 seconds, but the damage ticks are a lot more effective. That's awesome. 10, 12, 20, 20, 10. Oh, Tantrum Lightning. Enjoy your sacrificial lightning storm. Oh my god. That's so much better. Okay, where are we going now? So, the shorter path, eh? Let's go do the Mike Wazowski. We need the paperwork. Yo, is that a new... Oh, that's a world tree, I think. Yeah. Okay, so these are the corrupt enemies, I'm assuming? Do you guys light on fire? Come on. Hey, that's... Okay, so you do light up on fire. That's good. Oh, okay. This passive for Hand of Mora is working a lot more efficiently. I am pleased. Great to see that working a lot better. Dope. Hello. Yo, damage output seems better. Amazing. Okay. What other one in the packs can we try? Oh, 2 Vulcane. Do you need a hug? I wish you could hug her. She needs one.
No. More wasted coal.
She's a bit rough on it. Rough on herself, but you know.
Pray, we continue after.
Odiak. Oh, hang on. Reforge. Grin. What have I got on you? Okay, so we got the Verite Polished. Gildor. So it's perfect throw damage. Okay, so 24 damage plus 20 on the perfect throw. I don't know if life still works all that well. But that's okay. We'll come back to that. Oh, hey, Wolfie. Hey, buddy. Yeah, you get a little pat too. Oh. Little buddy. Do we have any other... Oh, I haven't been gifted any more premium currency. Damn it. That would be nice if I did. But we'll see. Alright, so Hand of Mora. You seem to be working a lot more effectively. This is good. Let's give... Let's Garen Rude a whirl. And I think I want to change some fashion while I'm at it. We like the Garen Rude. Yeah, we like Garen Rude. Let's just go all Garen Rude, shall we? We want open mask. Yeah, we'll go open mask. Awesome. I am the stag hunter. Okay. Iridas, welcome. Alright, what's the range on this? No? Wow, that takes half the health away. That's good. Yo, okay. Excuse me. Excuse me. There we go. Take my flat blades. Oh no. Yeah, give me a soul. Sweet. Excuse me. Damn you. There we go. Let's drop sensitivity of the mouse just a little bit. Take my fly blades. Come on. There we go. See ya. Okay. Paperwork. Here we come. Mike Wazowski, you made me go for a run. Prime 2-time. Hello, welcome. How are you? What's happening? What time zone are you dropping in from? It is my morning time in Australia. But welcome. How are you? I don't believe I've seen your name in chat before, so welcome. I hope you enjoy your time. Yo, give me that soul. Gimme. Oh, wow. Okay. Yo, Stampede. You've done your job. Wow. Come on, guys. Come get hit like a truck. No. There we go. Eh. I need your paperwork, please. Paperwork. Mike Wazowski. Sacrificial lightning tantrum. Yo. That actually has gotten a lot better looking, which is nice. Alright. So where are we going? Oh, wind down. Excellent. I'm good, buddy. I'm new. Well, welcome in. Nice to see a new name in chat. Hello, from Spain. Wow, hello. Hola, ¿cómo está? Oh, you're about to hit bed too? Fair enough. Well, if my dulcet tones help you get a good night's sleep, then I'm happy. Yeah, man. Soulframe's amazing. Do you, by any chance, do you guys play Warframe as well? It's made by DE, this game, Soulframe. It's wonderful. It's really, really nice. Still in pre-alpha state, but it's damn good, if you ask me. I've been lucky enough to be part of it since Preludes 8. We're currently in Preludes 10, and we're almost at Preludes 11, hopefully. I think there's a dev stream, I believe, next week for both Soulframe and Warframe, so it'll be great to, oh god, great to catch up with what's happening in both games, which will be really nice. Banneret Ram Dip. Alright, bring it on, buddy. You can take my fly blades. Ooh, extra bags. We love that. Jerry Games, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Welcome on in. How are you? Are you a Warframer or a Soulframer? Or just a game lover in general? I think we all are, really, aren't we? Yes, yes. Okay, so we're level 24. This is good. I am going to run back up here because I believe there's an excessively strong dungeon above this mountain. So we're going to go for a mountain climb, guys. But welcome in, guys. Hope you guys are having a good late night or early morning. It is currently earlier in the morning for me. And I thought I would do a little bit of Soulframe this morning. And look, there's a constellation. I don't know if you can see. It looks like a giant potato in the clouds and the stars. See, look, if we can, there's one eye, there's the other eye, and then there's the potato in the sky. Alright. And we're currently in nighttime mode, which is nice. So I think it rotates every like half hour. So yeah, it's 10 minutes until we've got daytime. You played Warframe a few years ago, but I discovered Soulframe some months ago, and then I got my key. Hell yeah, man. If you're ever like keen to run some like Sparrow Tales and stuff in game, I am more than happy to squad up. It's a good benchmarking test as well, because I stream Soulframe and Warframe, but it's also good to see how like the host migration works within Soulframe. So I mean, if we can kind of break the game a little bit, that's not a bad thing, because it's good data for the devs to kind of look at in Soulframe as well. So feel free to add me in game. It's my IGN is SmoothOpurrator, same as Warframe as well. But yeah, if you ever need help with anything in Midrath, more than happy to help. I've been spending a little bit of time. I've gotten most of like the moats around Midrath and all of the world trees as well. But yeah, if you've got questions about Soulframe, man, like I'm happy to share the knowledge. It's a really cool game. I love it. It's a little bit of a different pace to Warframe, but it's nice to have it though. It just kind of changes pace a little bit, which is nice. Give me your soul. Come on. Give me your soul. Give me your soul. Come on. Come on. I didn't get another smite. Damn it. The smites in this game are really fun. Do I have a key? Blessed Joinery. Vetch is good. Vetch is fine. Vetch is actually quite a nice longsword too. Also, if you guys have got questions about the like the packs, similar to like the packs are basically like your warframes, except we have 3 abilities at the moment, and then a whole rotation of like different weapons as well. Ooh, this is the single one, so I'm kind of hoping I can open this one by myself. Actually, you know what? Good way to cheese this one. Where is Arangol? Arangol helps a lot with this particular dungeon. Alright. I stand here, and then Wolfie. Summon Wolfie, and we can stand on here. I think. Wait, why aren't you standing on here? Okay, there's that one. And then I switch back to my body. Come on. Come on. Work. Eh. Did it work? Oh man, this one's depressed though. Why aren't you opening? Come on, let's do it. Alright, hey, Wolf, go stand on that button for me. ID noted. Well, it's late here. Nice to meet you. See you later. No worries, Jerry Games. Sleep well. Hello. Chris, have I got the wolf class? Indeed I do. I've got the Arangol pact, and I'm just trying to cheese this this 2-man opening dungeon. Alright, so there's that. Alright, Wolf, if you just stay there, I'm just gonna run... Oh, wait. Did I get it? Hell yeah, there we go. Alright, so it's the left button first. Put in human form, run over here with a wolf, and then turn into a human, and then you, I guess, transmute your weight onto this one. So there you go. There's the 2-man dungeon. Oh god, the map's not showing properly. Prime time. It's a good game, but I want to solo leveling and Geshen because I'm... Oh, right, you're a mobile player. Nice. It's like we follow each other. The YouTube algorithm will share our content around our channel. It's how YouTube works. Kind of. I think a lot of people tend to get stuck onto like how the algorithm works, but in my experience, if you just stay consistent with what you're posting, etc., like I'm happy to share this sort of information. I don't mind. It's best to kind of just really kind of find what you're really interested in and like just post consistently, and then eventually it'll build over time. It's just like a long-term marathon. I got my sleeve tattoo on my arm yesterday. The eyeless. Wow. That'd be dope. What's the design of the tattoo? Chris, 2-man. There is a group content. Yeah, there is. You can squad up to 3 envoys in squad. People have said, oh, we'd prefer a 4-man, but I think for the most part, at the moment, it's only 3-man, which is still pretty decent. But with the ability of having other people in squad, it is really fun. And then once you do have, say, like even like another envoy in your team or squad, it does boost the enemy levels in the game, and it does boost the experience gains, etc. So very similar to Warframe. The more people you have in your party, the more the game calculates equalizing enemy level and damage output, etc. as well, which is really, really nice. Okay, so we've got a Fenjatar. I can see him right there. See this little moving dot? That's what we're aiming for. Reason being because it's a really cool animation, and you get a really cool flame sword for a timed period. What do you think future group content will look like? To be honest, I won't really know until we've actually got it, to be honest. But I think it'll be pretty dope. I think the fact that DE is like creating Soulframe the way that they're creating it at the moment. Hell yeah, give me that soul. Give me your soul. Come on, Wolfie, attack. I think the fact that there's like Warframe and now Soulframe made by DE, I think what's really good is that they can basically like test a few things within Soulframe and with Warframe, and they can kind of basically say, okay, this is working really well from like what we've garnered. We can implement it within, say, like Warframe or Soulframe in the way that the game is like designed, basically, if that makes sense. So the reason why I like streaming and like playing both games is because it's made by the same developer, which is a good thing. And then, yeah, like there's a lot of different options that come through, like player movement, mechanics in game, weapon use, crafting, etc. It's all got its own story or universe, so to speak. So that's why I like the shifting between both content and games as well. But I think with future group content, who knows? I mean, we've got the capability already of being able to jump into squad together and doing like the sparrow tails. Oh, give me a soul. We've got the ability at the moment to get into squad, run around the mid-draft, and help each other do like the Fable quests, as an example. But to note with that, if you're wanting your Fable to be done and completed, you can do that within a squad and say, like, for example, I've pretty much like breezed through everything in game at the moment. So if I'm going to go help someone who doesn't have... Oh, this is a puzzle. This is probably a puzzle I'll be doing a little bit of a short content video on how to run through this one and be able to complete. Which is really nice because I think I've had a few people ask me, hey, how do I do this this mission? So just what I did just down below was find the alcove with the wooden planks, step on that button, and then you come up to here. And this lever up top isn't necessarily always in this first alcove. It can be up to here, or it can be on the opposite side of any of these guys. So the reason why I come up here and check all of these alcoves is that familiar like kind of mechanics to Warframe, it's all RNG. So you've got pre-generated tile sets, meaning they basically have the same kind of structure relatively each time, but the puzzles inside them change. And this puzzle here is worth doing because you can get quite a lot of good stuff from here. So we've just activated the first two parts to that puzzle. So the button down the bottom, and then up in that alcove there was the lever that opens this part up here to reveal another button. And then once you stand up on here, I'll show you guys where to go. It opens up the last part of the puzzle, which is across here. So you can't jump across here, but you can just wait, and then this platform raises up, and then you come over here, and then it opens up the gate, and this is basically the end of the puzzle. And you get like some chests in here. You can get up to 3 chests or 4 sometimes if they spawn, but it's a really good puzzle to do, especially for like your Drax. Oh, we got Gilder Polished Joinery too. It's a really good puzzle to do, so I might actually reformat the excuse me, I'm gonna eat you. Wait, unfortunately I couldn't eat you. If you do go into wolf form, by the way, and an enemy hits you, you're basically creating like a ghost form dog. But if they hit your body, then you get teleported back into your body, which sucks. So a good way to utilize the first ability though is Wolfie form, and then like attack straight away, basically. And that can just give a little bit more damage, and sometimes you'll actually ragdoll the enemy too. And we've also got a chest over here. Excellent. Cool. Also, are there clans, guilds in the game? To a degree. So there's 3 factions in the game at the moment, Chris, where you've got the Children of Alka, the Kith of Kings, which is Courage faction, which is kind of like more of like your fighting virtue. I'll go into the Nightfold, or like the Orbiter hub that we've got. Oh, damn it. I wanted your soul. The reason why I keep on saying, like, I want your soul is because if you smite an enemy, which is like a critical hit, it exposes their soul, and you can basically, like, restore all of your health. And say, like, that guy was blue and glowing. If I'd used my third ability, which is the blue one, and I sucked his soul out and it was a blue one, then it would instantly restore all of my health and the third ability. So it's all based on cooldown. So there's no energy economy in the game. Maybe there might be implementation of that later, but I kind of hope not, because I actually quite like the cooldown system, personally. It's quite an effective way of just managing all of your abilities. And there are ways to basically speed up your cooldown reduction with your setups in-game as well. So there are lore-based factions? Yes, there are. So I'll show you on the map. I have been doing like a little bit of like a starter guide for Soulframe, just with the current content. So do keep in mind, over time, Soulframe will be implementing changes because it is pre-alpha. Nothing is set in stone specifically. Think about it like moldable clay. Changes can be implemented at any given time, which is a good thing because it helps to create a much better player experience, I believe. So that one was called a soul smite, basically. So I just drew out his soul, and if I can get another one, I hope. Enemies are pretty aggressive in the game again, which is nice to see. You can dodge, like dodge roll, kind of Souls-like mechanics, so you can parry as well if you time it right. You'll see like this golden ting, and let's try and see if I can soul smite this dude. And they are also based on RNG for the soul smites, but they're really worth getting them if they start glowing. Come on. Give me a soul. Or that. Arangol will just randomly show up and just, yeah, kill them. Which is amazing. She's very handy. And so are the wolves that we can utilize in game. So we can just summon up a wolf. And they're pretty aggressive too, which is good. So you can summon up to 2 wolves at a time. You've just got to wait for the second cooldown to come through, and you can summon another wolf, and they pretty much just stay with you for an extended period of time. The third ability for Arangol Pact basically just boosts them, so it gives them more like defense speed and attack speed if they decide not to stand around. But if an enemy gets too close, like, they don't do bad damage, but it does basically kind of neutralize enemies enough. And then you've basically just got like a stabby stab that happens with the wolves as well. When you're... What? Crunch, I remember you. Hello. How are you going? Yeah, I was playing Warframe yesterday. Yeah. I decided just to do a bit more like Soulframe this morning. And then what I'm going to do is jump into Warframe this afternoon. So I've updated all the social stuff to let you guys know what the stream times are. So yeah, if you guys are around for the afternoon sesh of Warframe, I'll be doing that probably for maybe like 3 hours, I think. But I generally do like 2-hour time slots because I just find it easy to manage like different time zones, like morning and afternoon. So I have increased my schedule for you guys as well because I'm having a lot of fun and you guys seem to be having a lot of fun, which is great. So oh, we've got another puzzle. I mean, you can jump over the candlestick if you want, but it still burns you, so you just gotta splashy splash and remove it out of your way. Oh, wait, Fenjitar's here. Whoops, I meant to go get him. Hang on. I'll show you what I mean. I sent a request. Now, hopefully it'll be working. I do really need help getting Revenant Prime. Yeah, no problems. If it's, probably like just relic running, honestly. Oh, wait. Where is he? He's down here. Revenant Prime. Yeah, we can just go and do a Revenant Prime farm this afternoon. I've still got to help Blight with his fractures in Cetus. Sorry, Fortuna. Alright. Soul mode. Hello, Fen. Can I please have your sword now? Yes, fireman. Yeah, so finding Fenjatar's soul gives you this flame blade. It is very cool. Amnesty? Is that not freedom? The one thing I like too is when you absorb him, your soul mode becomes like semi-permanent for a little while. As you can see, I've got like feather things on my head and my eyes are glowing. That means that Fenjatar's soul is active with me. But you'll see there's a little flame above the 3 abilities on the right hand side of the screen, just in the UI. That flame tends to go down the more we use the sword. If you change your weapon, it actually disappears, but Fen's soul will stay with you until you finish the dungeon as well. Hopefully I'll be awake. If you're awake, that'd be nice. If not, sleep. I do endorse healthy sleep patterns. So even if you do miss the streams though, guys, like I do upload them on platforms and it's generally within the live playlists or the corresponding playlist to the game or the title of game that I'm playing. So don't feel like you're going to miss out completely. If you do miss the live, that's okay. I do upload daily, and every single time I do a stream, yeah, you guys won't miss them because I upload them basically directly straight after a stream. There we go. We got a nice soul mode. Ah, but it's not healing me though. Interesting. Oh my god. Oh, that was close. Ah, they followed me down. Come on, follow me down. Damn it, it's getting smart. Come on, jump down. Because then you can fall to your doom. How do you play, or is it exclusive? Imp, hello, welcome. I wouldn't say necessarily exclusive. Keep an eye out, jump onto like Soulframe.com's website. They should have information through their Discord channel as well about the upcoming dev stream that they're going to have for Soulframe. They are going to be doing a Twitch drop for Soulframe codes. So what that'll mean, jump onto Soulframe.com, create your account, connect your Soulframe account to your Twitch account, and then when that dev stream or soul stream will be on for Soulframe, when D does that, I think it's next week. I'm pretty sure it's the 5th of next month. I'm pretty sure. But just jump onto the website for details. You can gain access, like you can get a code for Soulframe. Alright, I'm not healing back in this pact, so I just want to double check why. Good night, Chris. You're going to sleep now? I need to wake up early. That's fair. Understood. Yeah. If you want access to Soulframe, they will be doing the dev stream on the 5th of next month. So definitely keep your eyes out for that. I can do like a little post thing for it too. I'll see if I can actually replicate their information off their Discord and just share that out for you guys as well, just so you can like follow the steps. But yeah, definitely get into, if you like this sort of play style of game, I would definitely go and have a look. Alright, so we've got Everbound, Safine's Grace. I'm gonna switch this, I think. That's why I wasn't pulling life. I didn't have Sympathy activated. Okay. Soulbound. Feral. And Akin. I want Akin. This one's a really good ability to have. It's basically a passive, but it just recharges all of your energies for your or cooldowns rather for your abilities. All right, so I'm gonna increase Feral because if Orangor shows up more, that'll be awesome. Soulbound. Strength in numbers, melee damage increases when an ally is in range. So this is a stackable ability. So say for example, if I've got like the 2 wolves, having them around me will increase my melee damage. But what I'm gonna do is follow this pathway just so I can get to Sympathy, because if I max this out, I can now obtain health when there's a smite. And this will help boost the damage of that smite on the soul drain as well. So what have I got? I got 2 points. I should possibly have enough. Damn it, I need 1 more point to max that out. But that's alright. I'm already at max rank with this particular pact though, so that should be enough anyway. So in that stead, I'll boost my spirit. I don't really need grace, so I might just put the last 2 points into the defense against stagger. So now we'll be able to pull a lot more health back into ourselves every time that we do a smite. Macy G, hey, what's going on? How are you? Welcome on in. Imp, is it co-op? Yes, it is. You can get a squad of up to 3 members in squad. And what I was just mentioning before is if you're the host and say, for example, like you've got a journal quest or a fable, which is your quests in game, you'll be actively doing your quests specifically. Other players can like piggyback off that. But once they go back into their instance, like on their own, instance of the game, whatever fable, if they have any active, the game will like reset basically back to where you're in your instance. It is beneficial to get into a squad. Say, for example, if you both just freshly started Soulframe, you could basically both do the same quests or fables alongside each other. But there are certain ones similar to Warframe where you basically... Okay, good. Smite. Excellent. You can basically piggyback off each other for the fables, which is great. But yeah, it will reset you back once you're into your own instance of the game. But it's not a bad way to play it as well. And very similar to Warframe, you know, it's good to play with other players because you could both benefit from it. And you can cover a lot more ground together as well. Alright, I just want to test this and see if it's actually working now. Come on, give me a smite. Smite, please. Alright, I'm going to go come stab you. There we go. Go, go, doggo. There we go. There's a smite. There you go. It just replenished all of my health and my second ability straight up. So whatever color that the enemy glows, and if you've used that corresponding ability color, like green, it'll, replenish everything and instantly restores your cooldown to 0, which is great. But yeah, Soulframe has come a long way. I've started at P8. It's now on P10. It's about to become Preludes 11, which is like the 11th kind of instance of the game, which is really, really cool. They've got some really cool content coming out. There's a new Ancestor as well. Oh, we got another puzzle room. Give me a soul. Oh, the flame lady. Oh, give me that. Thank you. You can make enemies disintegrate too, which is actually quite nice. If you time it right and they've got like less than, say, like 50% health. Is this the button one? No. Anytime you see these like reindeer stag statues and you see like this symbol on the ground, 9 times out of 10, it's a puzzle. And there's usually a button nearby, which is usually covered by like a box or a barrel. Or water as well. So we'll just jump down here, and I want to see what kind of goodies that we've got. Alright, so we got that one. That's the upstairs ladder. We don't want that one yet. There's usually like a little room somewhere. Alright, so that's the stairway up. So if we go to the other side, there should be a room open that gives us a little bit of stuff. Not in there. Or maybe I'm thinking about a different room. Probably. Okay. So that's been sufficiently cleared, which is good. But yeah, Soulframe, very fun. It's basically just smash everything, pick up all of like your credits or dracs. Materials as well, they come from Flappy Bird. So if you get lost in a dungeon, just summon your little Flappy Bird, and generally 9 times out of 10, it'll just leave a little trail of magic that you can follow. So we haven't been here yet, so that's good. Alright, so have I got the flame sword back yet? Nope, but we got a smite. Alright. Let's pop a cap in you. Excellent. Alright. I'm just going to switch out weapons because I'm sure if you guys have seen any of the Soulframe content, predominantly most people are using the bows for a good reason though. They just have a lot of AoE. Their hail of arrows is really, really nice as well. If you're familiar with like the loadouts, which I'm assuming that most of you would be, they've only implemented the default loadouts for different packs or setups, which means like you can change into like a different warframe. So it's all of like your stats or virtues that you have in game. It is a little bit janky still, but it's actually a lot better. Spirit is basically your duration, courage is your strength or output of damage, and then grace is more of like your range on abilities as well. So there are reasons to play around with these ones as well, and the reason why I use spirit for the most part is because it satiates the damage output of my pact, which is rank 30, and it satiates a lot of the damage that I can do with any weapon that has an attunement to spirit. This one being the new starter weapon for the spirit user faction, which is the Children of Alka. That's how I started my game. So you get a bonus to your spirit virtue stat as well, which is really, really nice. And then say, for example, if I want to do like more of a strength-based melee combat shift and start off with the Kith of Kings, that one is the Tether and Pact. So with my like starter guide for Soulframe, the ones that I do on Mondays, I pretty much just go through and explain what the combat arts are. So these are all the different weapon types in the game, and this is where you can create your own kind of play style with the current trees that are in the game at the moment. And these increase, say, like your smite, your critical strike to the soul, really, really useful. It's good to max that one out, basically. Spectre strike, you do have abilities like perfect dodges. You've also got like ripostes. Fully charged heavy attacks are really fun too. Perfect throws also can maximize damage as well. Momentum, that basically gives you more damage each attack that you do. So for melee weapons, as an example, like your long blades, your short blades as well, definitely do a lot of good damage. Your sword and board shields, at the moment we don't have a full amount of points for the sword and boards or shield class, unfortunately, and I'm not too sure why. I feel like that one just kind of got left behind a bit. So hopefully we get to be able to fill out this whole entire tree within the next update. Your magic is the staff that I just showed you guys, the Gwilyn staff, the spirit user caster weapon, but also it covers the Odiak as well, which are these ones here. So when I first started in Soulframe, the Odiak gauntlets were my starting class weapon, and that one is also attuned to spirit. So because I'm using a courage based pact, it's better or different to use something that is attuned to courage. So what that means is basically you've got an attack. If I use these weapons, they'll do even more damage if I attune myself to a higher stat spread of courage. And then spirit is the duration of the longevity of the abilities that we use. So Clash is almost like an instant kind of AoE, like push away shockwave, which is really nice. This one is really the only ability within Tetherin Pact that really needs a little bit of duration to last. It lasts up to about a minute with more spirit, but if I was to drop the courage down, say like to 15, you'll see with the weapons that I've got to have 20 courage required to utilize that weapon now. So I've got to keep a minimum of 20 to be able to utilize this weapon. And you can see that the little down arrow, it says, hey, you don't have enough spirit. As an example, to use this weapon, you don't have enough spirit for that one. Sometimes it'll kind of be a bit janky, so let's go back. Yeah, so this one's a spirit based one, so I've got to have 10 spirit. Wait, what? Interesting. So that one's a spirit achievement, so I can use that one. So the little UI just isn't catching up, which is kind of funny to look at. But I have switched the attunement for this weapon from spirit to courage. So I'll take these ones for a whirl, because the Tetherin Pact as a melee class is really fun. Made by the same makers of Warframe. Indeed, it is. Cycloven, I believe. Yes, it's made by DE. It's very cool. The Undercity isn't my fave place. Yeah, I think, yeah, you either kind of like the Undercity or not, really. So I can definitely understand that. But welcome in. How can I play Soulframe? 14 times. Welcome. How are you? There is going to be a Soul stream or like dev stream next week with DE. And they'll be doing, I think it's an hour dev stream. If you watch that one on Twitch and go to soulframe.com, make up your Soulframe account, connect your Twitch account, they are doing a Twitch drop for a Soulframe code. So I'm sure that's going to be a very, very popular dev stream, because I know that there are a lot of people still looking for codes for Soulframe, which is great. So I would say if you haven't signed yourself up through soulframe.com, I would definitely recommend doing that. Because, yeah, it's a really cool game, and the more input that you guys are giving and feedback about the game, the better it's going to be when it does get, like, openly released, essentially. But for now, it's still a pre-alpha state, so it means it's like a play-like testing ground as well, which is still pretty cool. But yeah, this is basically like Tetherin in a nutshell. You can get in, get your hands dirty, as long as you satiate enough damage output, you can pretty much like tank anything, basically. It's a lot better than when I first started, to be honest. So yeah, really cool pact. Register on the main site, wait for them to let you in, or get an invite from someone that has them. Yeah, they definitely are extremely limited on the gifting of codes from other people. Imp, are their bosses? Yes. And do you find them difficult? Some of them can be, yeah. Like the mechanics of the game and the bosses in the game have definitely been leveled up. I have to say that. The Vadagar Stag, I'll probably go and do like a couple of Sparrowtail runs after I finish this dungeon. It doesn't take long to finish the dungeons. They're relatively short, but they're a really, really good way to just maximize the amount of materials that you need, and basically just like smash anything that you see. And if you see weapon racks, just wooden racks with weapons on them, just collect those. And ooh, Soul Smite, thank you. I appreciate your soul. Oh, and I appreciate yours too. Thank you very much. So with this pact in particular, if you cast your 2, it does make them more aggressive towards you, but it does give you more damage output and defense as well. So you can see that he's smacking me, but my health isn't really going down all that much. But once it starts to wear off, that's a parry. And we used to have the kick mechanic like these guys do. But I believe the kick mechanic is actually coming back into game, which is dope, because I loved kicking them in the nuts. It was really fun. I'm just going to catch up on chat. This combat is so dumb, I play for 2 hours and I drop it. Oh, fair enough. I mean, it depends on what kind of combat you like, but also, Mr. L, keep in mind, the game is still very early days, so it's not going to be completely smoothed out just yet. Imp, I agree with you. Yeah, and to each your own. Like, if it's not something that you enjoy, like, I wouldn't say, like, spend time on saying what's wrong with something. I mean, give the time and patience to the guys and the devs that are creating the game. You know, nothing's going to be completely perfect straight away. You know, everyone starts somewhere. So I think in respect to the devs, especially the guys at DE, they really do take feedback on board, honestly. And if you're respectful in your feedback, like, they'll listen to it and they see it, you know. So do keep that in mind. There are other people on the other end of, like, what you're talking about. So, and I do stipulate too, please be respectful. If, like, I respect your opinion. I get it, you know, it's not going to be perfect for everyone, but at least just be mindful of how you're producing your opinion towards something that's out there. You know, there's people who are on the other end who see that, and they're going to see that through, like, my streams. Even if they watch them, I don't know if they do, but there's other people out there too. You know, come here with a constructive feedback, you know, come with a solution. Say if you don't like something, that's fine, but give a constructive reason as to why you're saying what you're saying. Each time playing is dumb, combat does look good and not close to what Warframe is. Do keep in mind though, dude, like, Warframe's very much a very different game. It's its own universe. It's got a lot more content. It's been out for more than a decade. Soulframe's been out for 2. So I would say be more mindful or aware of your expectation around something that's very early days. I have to admit, and I'm gonna, like, back up D on this, not that they need me to, but from my experience of playing Warframe and shifting to Soulframe, as a new opportunity to experience a completely different universe of game developed that they're creating, I appreciate this game because they do take your feedback on, and they really have implemented a lot of really good stuff in a very small amount of time. When I first started this game, it was, yeah, very different. But if you're expecting it to be completely 100% polished straight out the box, I don't believe that's a realistic expectation, especially on a game that's still within its developmental stages. Like, it's still a baby game if you think about it. And 24 months, for them to get so much done in 24 months, that's a lot of work as well. But look, I respect your opinion on that. You know, if it's not quite up to what you're expecting, that's fine. But I just think, you know, I keep my personal expectations low, and whatever comes out, you know, I work with it and see, okay, cool, like, I like this about this game, but, you know, there's certainly things that I look at and I'm like, oh, well, this kind of sucks. But, you know, I try to be a little bit more constructive with, like, feedback on something, even if I don't like it. Yeah, okay, well, that's fair enough. Like, I mean, the combat, yeah, I can definitely see how, like, combat-wise, yeah, it's definitely not as fast as, like, other titles are, you know? Like, it's very much, like, you've got elements of, like, your Dark Souls kind of combat, you know? But I have to admit, like, the combat is pretty forgiving in this game. And trust me, there's been times I've had my absolute ass kicked, especially with, like, the levels of the enemies as well. You can see now, like, they're actually really nailing me. So it does, you know, structure and factor in, okay, oh, give me a soul, I need to heal. It's a lot more forgiving than, like, a Souls-like game like Elden Ring, you know? Like, you run up to, like, an enemy and be like, oh, I've got my bonk stick. In Elden Ring, you just get one hit and you're like, oh. Not to say that that happens so much in this game. Like I say, it's very forgiving, but I can definitely respect your opinion on, you know, if the combat's not for you, that's understandable. Because it's, yeah, it's still in development. So I am looking forward to seeing, like, a little bit more like, speed from the envoys, for sure. And I have to admit, like, I do love, you know, Warframe operator mode. You know, you can pop in, do your thing, and then pop back into your Warframe kind of deal. Like, I utilize the Warframe and operator or drifter combo a lot. And for good reason. Like, the fact that your operator kind of gives you, like, a second life if your Warframe's about to go down. We don't necessarily have that kind of mechanic in Soulframe just yet. But you do have the opportunity to Soul Smite them. and steal health from enemies, which is really, really nice. So I hope that gives like a little bit more context and like open kind of just conversation on like the combat style as well. So I definitely get where you're coming from though. You enjoy how this game has a unique asymmetrical theme? Yeah, feels like mythical. That's what I like about it too. Like I grew up on different titles like oh gosh, I mean a ton. Like I'm just trying to run through my brain. My brain's frozen. Probably like Oblivion, Skyrim as an example, Might and Magic. You know, I really like fantasy, RNG, like MMORPG kind of style games where you've got like a pretty depthful story. You pay like a character and then, you know, you've got a little bit more story and background and just like a real nice, I guess, depth to the story. That's what I personally really enjoy. And I have to admit, like, I quite like the story in Soulframe so far. Where are you going, Flappy Bear? Take me home. Or wherever we're going. Okay, we'll go down here. Yeah, D do a really great job with like original music. They do come up with like a very good way of making it DE notable. Like Warframe, for example, you know, like when they created bullet jumping, like that was such a good move. Because everyone knows like the movement of a Warframe is like jumping inclusive of bullet jumping. It's amazing movement. The parkour movement's insane. I mean, we have seen other titles, you know, try to replicate that, let's say, but they can't do it like Warframe can, you know, like it's just, that was such a good move to make Warframe into what it is today too, which is awesome. Looking at the world, the idea is good game. I'm just Warframe for so long that now go in something like that doesn't feel good. Yeah, I can understand it from that too, L. Like, I mean, when I first started playing Soulframe, I thought, oh, like, how am I going to feel with like the slower kind of pace? But you do get used to it and you do understand over time, like, you know, this is just the way that the movement in this game is in comparison. But I can definitely respect and understand too. I think the movement is a lot slower. It's not as like super high, like vibe, fast paced. But I mean, you also don't have like, I don't know, like the Bratton Prime, like exploding all of its stuff all over the screen because you've got like an Incarnon that just like completely melts all the enemies. It's a very, very different style of game and play style. But I still like enjoy it for its differences though too. But don't get me wrong, like I still jump back in and do Warframe stuff. I love it. I've been doing a lot more streaming of it recently, and yeah, it's been dope. Like, you know, and I like having conversations like this because it's nice to hear your guys' feedback, see what your experiences are, and yeah, that's essentially like why I like doing all the streaming stuff, because I learn stuff from you guys too, which is great. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. I mean, you can't be 100% original on everything, you know? Like, you can recreate the wheel, but, you know, it's already been done, you know? But it's finding something that's, like, uniquely yours that you can kind of build into it and be like, hey, this is the wheel, but, you know, it looks this way, and it's very unique towards the branch that you have as well. So, would you be willing to explain the story so far? Yeah, like, I mean, essentially, like, you're basically like a warrior of nature, and these guys that I'm going up against are basically like alien invaders, basically, trying to, I guess, terraform the world in their image, so to speak. But essentially, our character gets stolen by these guys originally, and then you become like an envoy on their side. As far as I can understand from the story at present, but then you basically do something that they get really ticked off with, and they reject you and send you back here, which is basically where we're from. And now we're basically not wanting to die. Yo, that was close. So yeah, basically we've reignited who we are naturally, and basically trying to like minimize the damage that these guys are outputting to the world of nature, and we're the guardians or envoys of Alka, which is the world that we're in, and Madrap is the island at present that we're basically just running around and protecting and saving animals and summoning up ancestors as well. So it's a pretty cool storyline for the most part so far. So I think with the update coming through with our new ancestor, I think it'll be really cool, and I think it'll expand a little bit more on the story of Soulframe and what it's all about. I think this is the end. Oh, we got a chest. Excellent. Oh, sweet. Thanks, El. I appreciate you. That's awesome. Very much so. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoy like what you're seeing and how we're like conversing about stuff, and you know, love of the game is the aim. But yeah, I flicked my schedule between both Soulframe and Warframe at current. Maybe open to like doing like an expansion on that eventually as well. I know that there's a lot of different streamers out there, but I guess it's kind of like figuring out like what you like, and I kind of stick with what I'm enjoying at the moment. But you know, that can shift over time too. So, but for now, I think doing the Soulframe and Warframe streaming has been extremely beneficial. And oh, bye, Fan. Don't worry. When his spirit leaves you, you actually do retain that sword. Once you find all of the fragments for it, which I do have, so I can show you guys this sword that he has. The only thing with the Igne Mora, the version that we craft, it doesn't actually have the flame effect on it. Unfortunately, I'm kind of hoping that that does get changed. Ooh, chest. All right, is it nighttime? It is. Oh, I hear a Vedagar stag. Where are you, buddy? We'll see if I can go pick out this Vedagar stag boss. Grey Saint and Tannic Fox. Hello. How are ya? Good to see you again. Do you think they're going to go for what they did with Warframe and do primes? To be honest, very honest, I don't know. I know that they did have like epic weapons or something like that. I don't think they were specifically called that. I think they're still doing like trial testing of like different kind of powers and stuff at the moment. I do know at some point there are going to be combat arts that are very specific to each player. So you basically get to craft and create how you want your envoy to interact with the world with combat. I'm hoping that we've got a Vedagar stag here. I think we may. Are you going to reveal yourself? Oh, you are. So this is a boss. This one's called the Vedagar stag. They're a corrupt enemy that we do come across initially. And they're not too bad to take on. If you can, aim for the bell. Oh, and it's got a smite on it too. Give it to me. Oh. Damn it. You can like throw your weapon like a boomerang, which is pretty cool. So say if like you throw it that way, but then like bring it back to you, you can call it back, and it'll basically hammer that thing. This guy does dodge a lot though. But the good thing about this pact as well, you can actually like take and tank quite a bit of damage. But I'd say at the very beginning of your journey, just like Warframe, like you're strong only to like the levels that you're roughly around yourself. So if you're like a level 1 trying to take something on that's like level 30, you're gonna have a really tough time trying to take it on. All right. We say goodbye to Mr. Stag. Bye. I don't know if there'll be another one, because sometimes they do glitch out, and it'll resummon another one. But yeah, that's basically like one of the bosses that you can come across. Once you start activating your tails, so I'm with the Alka's Children tail at the moment, and to answer someone's questions earlier, there's 3 factions at present in the game, and you can access all 3. My initial one was the Alka's Children Enclave, and once you access them, these quests, if you continuously run these, you obtain experience or rank points to be able to get up to rank 5 with them. I think you need roughly around 25,000 to get up to rank 5. So we do have a ranking system. It's relatively easy to do at present because it's only 25,000 standing, as opposed to Warframe where it's like 125 daily cap standing kind of thing. So I'll run through a Sparrowtail, and if you guys have got questions in and around that, chuck them in chat and I'll answer those as well. But yeah, Elle, did that answer on your query just on the primes kind of variants in the game? We don't generally have a prime version of anything just yet, but it may be changed. I think it was like, yeah, epic weapons or something like that, or versions, or like an epic ultimate move. I believe in the earlier preludes of Soulframe, they did have something like that, but it was taken out of the game for a little while. But we are getting something in the game, which is a new system that's been revamped from an older system, basically collecting items called motes, and that essentially will add like an elemental combo to your weapons, basically. So I'm really looking forward to that. I don't know if that's going to be coming through with the update that's coming through to Soulframe. But we'll find out more when the dev stream happens for Soulframe. I believe it's next week, I'm pretty sure. The 5th of September. My internet was like, nah, goodbye. Oh no, Gray. Well, I'm glad to see you back though. My internet's been playing up a little bit this morning too. I think the encoding for the stream has been a little bit overloaded. But that's not a bad thing. It's just I've got really not great internet, so which is a shame. So what we basically do, like with Sparrowtails, the tier 3 give you the best chances of getting like the best equipment or drops. You just kind of follow a linear pathway, and then you go and take out the end like mini boss, and hopefully they drop some really good stuff. You can collect stuff around the world as well, which is nice. These quenching acids, they're fine. You will see like little purple mushrooms around. They're basically the same thing. So hopefully like this material here gets called something else, or maybe it's called quenching acid, and then the mushrooms get like, I don't know, magic mushrooms, who knows. That'd be pretty cool. And then yeah, you just follow these points of pathways. So we went and took out one of the Odin motors, which was like the big mechanical face thing, and then now we've got to go offer a tune for luck. And to be able to find those little things, the auras on these are a lot bigger now, which is really nice to see. And to be able to locate those, if you can't see it easily with your normal vision, just press and hold your soul mode, and it highlights something of interest for you as well. And then you just get to play a little tune, kind of like your showers in. And then we get a nice courage blessing for 10 minutes, which is nice. So that increases our damage output, I think, by about 20%. Not really 100% on the actual percentile. But it is it's a nice little boost to our damage output, at least. I want the kickback. Yeah, man, I know. Congrats on 300 subs. Oh, thanks, TJ. Thank you. Yeah, man, that's like happened so quick. So I'm really appreciating you guys following all the YouTube. It's, yeah, really fun. I was actually doing some timestamps and stuff this morning for some of the Warframe stuff that I've been putting on the channel. So yeah, if you guys are keen to check out the channel, go for it. Like, it's been really fun, and I'm really enjoying like YouTube stuff. So it's been really, really rewarding, actually. just diving in and just having these conversations and just making little shorts out of it all. I'm getting some really nice feedback and positive feedback from you guys, so I'm really enjoying doing this each day, really, for now. My schedule may be changing next week, but yeah, just keep an eye out like on the posts and stuff on socials. I pretty much do it mostly every day. If it's a major update, I generally do it directly on YouTube, and I just add posts on as much as I can, because I think what I'm going to be doing is basically just kind of doing everything on the YouTube as well. All right, so I think we've got to go down here, and we'll go kick the crap out of a Banneret. Game is pre-alpha? Indeed, it is. Yes. Alex. Yes. What Gray said. It's pre-alpha, so it's still in its like baby form. But if you are looking for a code for the game, Soulframe.com. Jump on there. They should have some information. Sign up, make your account, and they should be having a dev stream next week. But I would definitely recommend connecting your Twitch account, because they're doing Twitch drops for a code. So drop into that dev stream. I think they run it for an hour, but you've got to watch it for half an hour to get the code drop. And then once you do get it, you've got to go log back into your Soulframe account, and then you copy your key for you, and then go into the redeem and then paste it in there, and then you should be able to have access to the client and then download it and play the game. Ooh, don't see me. Damn it. These assassin dudes are really cool. If you face the right way. No. Uh-oh. Oh no. They can stuff your attacks, unfortunately, because they do attack a lot quicker than what they used to, which is not a bad thing, but they're still a pain in the ass. So I really wanted to like bash them away, but unfortunately that did not happen. The good thing about the Tether and Pact though is like once you activate the first form ability, Fellist, it gives you about 5 instances of increased damage output. So if they look really cool and red thorns, so this guy's got barely any health. Most of the time it'll one hit them if they've got that low health. But this one is basically based on 5 hits. But if I throw them, it should make that disappear now. And then if you wait, you can refill your Fellist, the first ability, and then reactivate it. And it should stay with you for until you've activated all 5 hits. But if you miss, it counts as a thrown hit, basically. Faisal, hello. What game is this? Yeah, it's Soulframe. Pre-alpha. Pretty cool. TJ's all over it. Yeah, indeed. It is only on PC at the moment. Tip friendly. 1, don't drop all your eggs in one bag. Use Twitch and YouTube. And hey, just a tip. I appreciate that. And I do understand. Yeah, I mean, the possibility of doing multicasting. No. Putting all your eggs in one basket is probably an inefficient way to cook, so to speak. So, yeah, I think it's also figuring out what works for you, though. I think. But yeah, as far as multicasting, you are able to, but there are certain guidelines that I would have to follow, which I do. But also, yeah, just being aware of, you know, wherever you're screening or tuning in from, being comfortable there, if you wish. If you guys chop and change, that's up to you. I can't guide you any further than that. We got Pact Moon. Where are you, buddy? But yeah, Tether Impact with the Fellist. It does say melee, but it seems to be applying on ranged weapons, which is very effective. So you don't even have to really go close to these buggers. You can just cast your Fellist, find an enemy, and then basically you've got a lot of damage output within 5 hits, which is great. So there's the big boy there. And being a mini boss, like, that's actually not too bad. Oh, okay. So he's got the bash move now. That's nice. And these guys do move, and they do charge you quite a bit. But yeah, these guys do damage. Yo, he's got the healing ability as well? Wow. Okay, that's new. Yo, that's cool. He did not have that healing ability before. That's really sweet. Oh, okay. Was that Panctimone? Maybe not. Okay. We'll have to go find them. 10 Nimbus? Thank you. I appreciate that. That's very cool. Hello. Welcome on in. Yeah. I'm able to multicast. But there are guidelines that I've got to follow for both. So, whatever platforms I do multicast on, I do have guidelines to follow on. Yeah. Basically, I can say that. But I am allowed to. There's lots of terms of services and all that sort of like fun paperwork. So yeah, I do have to keep myself brushed up on all of that sort of stuff. So I went through yesterday, had a look, and just yeah, quality of streams, etc. Yeah, lots of terms of services for community and all that sort of stuff. So I've got to basically do like a check-in with those on a weekly basis. So yeah. I mean, it's all well and good to jump in and do streaming, but there's also a lot of guidelines that you've got to really make sure that you drive in the right lane, so to speak. So, yeah, a lot more to just connecting and just streaming. Ah, you can do your melee stuff. I forgot. If you don't recall your weapon, you can still melee hit. It's not as effective. You can actually use the Fellist to increase damage for a one hit if you really want. But if I activate my weapon again, it actually recalls it like a Jedi powers as well. So you can throw your weapon away, do some melee hits, and then recall it as well, which is dope. I love that mechanic. It's one of my favorite ones in the game. And Gathanin is a really, really cool halberd as well. And it looks like we've got some really good joineries, which is nice. So, and I believe that's the end of this dungeon. Not sure what to do anymore. Not lifed this game a little too much. How do you mean, Gray? Hello, Governor. I'm very good. Jacta, what's going on, dude? How you going? Nice to see you. Welcome in. What's shaking? I'm double dipping on both your streams. This is my streamer account. Not very good streams. Oh, that's fair enough. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, look, as far as I'm aware, wherever you guys tune in from, that's your choice. I'm not going to direct you to either or. You choose where you tune in from. It really doesn't matter. Like, if you want to show up wherever you show up, that's your choice. I can't say anything more than that, basically. I run Borderlands 3. What's that like? Ah, well, thank you very much. Darthable? Is that how to pronounce your name? Welcome. How are you? What's shaking? What time zone are you tuning in from? I like to ask everyone that too. Played way too much, have everything at all leveled? Oh, okay, yeah. Are you burning yourself out, Gray? Don't burn yourself out. Like I say, you know this as well, and some of you guys who are regular here as well, you all know, if you're burning yourself out, I'm going to tell you to go to bed. Still, your choice, your game, your way. That's what it's like, you know? But it's also just holistically taking care of yourself too. But yeah, don't burn yourself out. Like, if you've got to switch it up, switch it up. You know, I have to admit, like, when I first started Warframe, holy crap, man, I burned myself out, like, 12-hour gameplays, like, even more. I didn't eat, didn't drink water, not healthy. So no wonder I was in a grumpy stiltskin mood some of the time. I just wasn't taking care of myself. So as far as me doing streams, I do time block them for a very specific reason. I need to refuel, need to recharge, and I know that's a bit of an antithesis way of operating possibly as a streamer, but it works for me, and if it works for me, I'm happy. And yeah, if you guys get to tune in, like, you know, half an hour, just before bedtime, if that's suitable for you, then you know, that's your choice. I can't say anything more than that on that anyway. I'm currently in Ivory Coast, but here... Oh, wow. 12:21. I'm 5 hours ahead. Nice. Mel Bumba. Nice to see you. How are you? Oh, it's... What? Oh, gosh. It's 11:22 a.m. Got you. Okay. Alright. Let's go have a play with... I mean, I could still rank that one, but I kind of want to rank these guys. Yeah. I might do Bog and Myrtle. But... What's my spread on my stats? 20, 11. So this is more courage. I might actually go fluff around with Tempest. Tempest is a very fun pact. So what have we got? Virtues. Okay. So I might just check that. Duration, damage output, grace. Is that the right virtue spread though? That doesn't seem right to me. What I might do though, I'm going to bring the Odiak because they're a bit of a show-off weapon, I think. Spirit attunement. Okay. So I've got to change that. Alright, so I'll leave that at 12. At least go up to 20. Actually, I'll do 10 range, duration 20, courage 12. Alright. Tempest is very fun. I love this weapon. Well, now I have time to play some other games until Prelude's 11. Yeah, I mean, that's what it's like. Hey, like, just go and rotate, you know, what you're interested in. Like, don't play something if you're not enjoying it. Switch it up, man. Alright, guys. Come on in. Yes. Hit me. Instant death. I love this pact. It's amazeballs. Come on. You can shoot yourself. As long as you activate your second and third ability together, it reflects all of the damage back to these guys, which is excellent. So you have to do absolutely nothing. And I'm pretty confident for most of us as gamers, the least amount of stuff that we can do, the better. Still active playstyle. But yeah, it's a very fun pact. And it synergizes really well with the weapons I'm using, the Odiak. It's very, very handy. Alright. Alright, so I've just lost my shield. But the good thing is, if you don't have your shield up active, it won't bounce the damage output from the enemy back at them. But if you use this AOE ability, and you've got the green, the second ability active, it does prime them. And they take a lot more damage as well, especially with Odiak, because it's voltaic damage. And this pact enhances voltaic damage, which is really nice. Hoodrick. What game is this? This is Soulframe. It is made by the lovely people over at Digital Extremes. Okay, so we've got all of our abilities up. Dope. So we plant the two, prime them, throw our shield up, and just let them hit us. You gonna hit me? And they're both dead. Lovely. Alright, where's that chest? Cool. Alright, I'll take you guys through a Sparrow Tail. They're really fun. Love the heavy attack on these. I'm really... Oh, Pricklies. Really? A very rare piece to finally drop again. That's nice to see, though. Larry King. I think it's Warframe. It is not Warframe. It is called Soulframe. Made by Digital Extremes, though. So it's basically like a sister game in a completely different universe, different playstyle, different weapons, etc. Very good game, though. It's in a pre-alpha state, so not completely exclusively open to everyone just yet, but they will be doing a dev stream next week for it. So if you've got interest in the game, you can sign yourself up through the Soulframe website, soulframe.com. Sign yourself up to the open Discord channel too. They've got a lot of information there if you need any visual cues on how to sign up. But through the dev stream, they'll be doing a half-hour Twitch drop or watch for 30 minutes and you gain a code to access Soulframe. And I'm sure there will be a lot of people jumping in to grab their code. Excuse me. There we go. Alright, Monas, go down. I'm not exactly sure much of like the function for these ones. They don't really seem to be corrupting this water as much. But they do spread corruption, so I wonder what we'll see in future and how these operate with corrupting, like the nature and order of things. So what have we got? We've got a chest, we got the Mike Wazowski's paperwork, and then we've got to go slay the Benneret. So I think I'm going to take the left pathway up, and that's where we'll go. Soulframe made by the devs of Warframe? Indeed. A bard would be awesome. I agree. A bard would be dope. Jacta, I think you said that before. Absolutely. Hoodrick, no console, not at the moment. Cleric? I mean, I guess we kind of do have a cleric in the game, like the Odiak. Wait. Yeah, the Odiak. It's kind of more of a druid, though. A cleric's kind of more like a priesty paladin kind of thing with faith. So yeah, I mean, I can see that in the game, for sure. Kanan Nair. This one's called Soulframe. Made by the guys at Digital Extremes. Yeah, and it's also, as TJ says, it's purely a PC-based game at the moment. Because the game's in development, it's probably not wise to have it on a multi-platform just yet. Especially with the shipping of updates and builds at the moment. But who knows? Maybe they'll be adding that into cross-platform play at some stage. But for now, it's mostly PC. Or is predominantly only on PC. Alright, what have we got? We got 2 archers. We got the bonk stick lady. How about you guys come this way? And I'll just put you all to the axe. Or you guys can do it yourselves, to be honest. Hello, hello, hello. Follow me, look. Oh no, it's an envoy. You're invading our castle. Yes, I am. What are you all gonna do? You're all gonna hurt each other. Alright, so you primed. Hit me. I love this pact. You can literally just stand there and they're all dead. It's amazing. So if you want a ton of XP and you've got the Odiak pact, at least level to level 10, you will be fine in this area. It's a very good area to come to, especially if you want to just prime enemies and just get the best out of them all. But even just priming them, it does a lot of damage output, especially with the Odiak gauntlets. Voltaic is boosted within the atmosphere, which is the second ability. It's so much fun. And that was a range of, I don't know, 12 enemies from like, what, level 11 to like 20-ish something. So there's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, probably about 10. The bodies definitely disintegrate like pretty quickly. I haven't fully invested myself in Soulframe. Yeah, that's fair enough, Jack. I mean, look, as far as the game goes at the moment, it's what you like playing at the end of the day. Like, I enjoy this for like the different aesthetic. It's a little bit more of like a slower pace. I find it kind of calming. I really like the music. But also, like, I like the fact that I can have a little bit more, I guess, just like a relaxed playthrough. It kind of gives me like a little bit more peace. Where Warframe is completely different, I'm sure. You know, like, you guys have dropped into streams and stuff, and you can definitely see like the difference in energy, so to speak. You know, like this one I feel like I can have a little bit more of a chilled out conversation with, where Warframe is like you've got so many different things. You got your arcanes, you got your Warframe builds, you got your modding, your fusion, your syndicate standings, arbitrations. You know, like there's so much to cover. You know, your pets, your sentinels, your companions, etc. Where this game I find just gives me a little bit more opportunity and scope just to kind of like take a step back from all like the ADHD stuff, so to speak. But it still gives me enough to play around with. But I certainly enjoy like this sort of style of game though, as I've said. Mike Wazowski, we got your paperwork, so we will go and find that now. Is today Soulframe or you're swapping? Yeah, I'm swapping a Warframe later. I do have the schedule up on the posts and socials. So if you guys want to check them out for time frames of when they start, I do have that up. I put that up yesterday or last night. Oh, you're a Dark Fantasy? Hell yeah. Like, Dark Fantasy styles are really good though. I mean, I enjoyed Elden Ring. Jesus, that was a dark story. But man, was it punishing as hell. Even getting into like the Great City. I can't remember exactly what it's called at the moment. It's been a while since I've played Elden Ring. But I mean, even getting into like the what's it? The Lua Ricaria? Not Lua Ricaria. What's the big mage college thing? God, I can't believe I can't remember. I'm forgetting what it's called. Raya Lucaria, I think it's called. It was pretty full on trying to get in there, and then you get your ass handed to you initially by the big boss lady, the chick with the staff. God, she was a bee to deal with. But eventually, once like you figure out the mechanics, you're like, oh, okay, cool. You just like nail her, especially in like the one hit. Oh, sorry, like the level 1 playthroughs. Like you just max out your weapon and then just like basically hit her one time and she's dead. She was a very interesting concept for a boss, but she worked really well. Especially like those student chicks, like they were creepy. No feet and candles and crawling. I was like, ugh. It creeped me the hell out, that's for sure. Okay. No, no, no. Sweet. Fist bump. Ah, thanks, Avocado. What was your build? And also, why didn't you say anything? I would have given you something. Oh, on which? What was the build for? Oh, it is Raya Lucaria? Okay, sweet. Do you mean like Elden Ring, Jack? Like what my build was? I don't know. I think, initially I think I was more of like a caster, like mage. Like I really like the magic in the game. It's really cool. Name one of your favorites. I can't say that I do Yori Reader, unfortunately. So yeah, I guess I lose, don't I? But welcome in all the same. All right. Turtles. Where else can we go? I might actually just shift over to Fort Kernhold and see what that's got to give me. Yo, okay. That's nice. Didn't have to deal with it with one of you. You just take care of each other. Excellent. Alright. Fort Kernhold. Here we come. DLC. Yeah, I did. I really enjoyed that DLC, hey. Those weird eyeball creepy dudes who like screamed at you. I was like, how the F do you kill these dudes? And all they do is like just stare at you and you die. I was like, what the hell? How did we... I think it was like a... I'm pretty sure it was like a riposte. Wasn't it? Like you had to do something weird. I think they tried to do something and then you would reflect it back at them. Yeah, I thought it was the riposte. That was the weirdest thing, man. I was like, what the hell? Like, it was a cool way to implement a different way of attacking or killing, like, an enemy specifically, but luckily there was only, like, 4 of those mofos in that game, or the DLC, rather. 4 or 5, I think. But yeah, that was such a weird way to take on an enemy. But it was cool how you had to, like, creep... Oh, wow, we got Pricklies again? My god. It used to be the most ghost-like fragment to find in this game, and now all of a sudden it's dropping on a regular basis. Thank you for the upgrade in the RNG. Pricklies are actually really good. They're inspired by Bloodborne. That does not surprise me at all. I think there's a skeletal rider or something as well, is there not? You've got to jump off like some giant hand or something, and you fall basically like thousands of like meters down. It's like that weird shaped giant two-handed carving knife or something that it's got. Yeah, he was weird, but very cool. I think there's a Bloodborne special boss in that end of the game. It crawls out of like some weird body. It's disgusting, but I couldn't stop watching, and I watched the video on it, and I was like, oh my god, that's cool, but disgusting. But yeah, you get like a really sick sword out of it. But yeah, I don't think I've really maxed that sword out, to be honest. But there is like that new Elden Ring game, Night something, I've been seeing a lot of. Chase the Bro. I'm sure like if you guys like Elden Ring, you've heard of Chase the Bro. He's pretty cool. He man, he smashes some like really sweet builds out. I'm not anywhere near as efficient in playing that game. The PvP kind of stuff is not really my cup of tea. I would not say that I've got like the right amount of skill for that sort of game. I mean, even like the PvE part of the game, I honestly lost my shit a lot of the time, and I was like, okay, I need to walk away from this boss and figure it out. But yeah, there's so much content on Elden Ring and like Night Rain, that's what it's called. Yeah. Oh no, we've got to pick flowers. Just what I want to do. Do convergence. Can you do convergence like with all the modding stuff? Night Rain is... Oh, really? Oh, really? Okay. Yeah, I haven't actually played Night Rain, so I'm not really sure how that would go. Yeah, okay. Gotcha. Alright. Where are we going? Planties. Mushrooms. Shrooms. Where's the other 2? There's one. But where's the other one? I bet you it's hiding in a bush. Oh, there it is. Quenching acid mushroom. Can we just get them called like magic mushies? That'd be cool. Oh yeah. I think I've actually got the convergence, to be honest though, Jackdaw. I'll have a look into it because I think I'd have to update all that stuff anyway. I may look into doing a run or 2 of Elden Ring. Like, there's so much stuff to go through though, so I think it would purely just be like stuffing around and playing it. Electrified squirrels. As if they need to be faster. Batteries not included. Okay. Well, they're off. Excellent. Nope. You can all die. Thank you very much for your soul, and see you later. okay. What? It's not breaking. Oh, shit. Ah. Landmines. Watch out for these suckers. They're great, but deadly. I think there's one over there. Oh, there is. Excellent. Damn it. Did you see me? Good. Alright. Aim just above it. And explosions. I think there's another one here somewhere. I might just see if I can stab this dude. I did not know it's compatible with seamless co-op though. Please don't see me. Oh, that was so good. A landmine. I knew it. Lovely. Oh, it's this chick. Where's all your gambling at, love? Damn it. I didn't want to go up there. Hang on. Alright, logistics done. What have we got? There's one down here, so I might see if I can sneak behind him and off him. I like the fact that you can do sneaky shit like this. Oh, there's a landmine down there. Maybe what I might do... Oh, man. Alright, now I've alerted them. Come on, let's go. Come, I'm over here. Come on, Estella, move it, you clunky lady. Come on. Oh man, what? That misses her completely? That's bullshit. God damn it. Alright. And she's just gonna block everything now. Amazing. Being on duty as a guard in Soulframe, you just get exploded by your own armament? Yeah, totally. Mind you, I've seen it happen, like, sometimes the game just kind of glitches out and the guys just kill themselves out, however they do it. Damn, she's got a lot of stagger. I love that move. It's so sweet. No healing. Oh, and she heals through all of your damage too. Yeah, fist bump. How to play it? Golden Seed? Hello. You mean playing Soulframe? They're doing a code giveaway on the dev stream next week. Here, I'll just chuck this in chat. I should be able to do like a pin thing. Soulframe.com. So, go to that website, sign yourself up, connect to Twitch, and check out and see when the next Soulframe dev stream is with DE. And that is on Twitch. And if you watch for 30 minutes, you should obtain a code to access Soulframe. And once you obtain that through Twitch, you go back into your Soulframe account and sign yourself up, grab the code, put it into the link to redeem, and you should be able to download the client to play the game. Bro 100, negatory. It is not Skyrim. Similar though. It's got elements of it. It's got elements of like a few different games though. But yeah. Oh, no worries, Golden. You're very welcome. I think, you know what? I'm going to pull up Discord and see if I can replicate the link to the Soulframe Discord. So you guys have got all the information there. If you don't follow Soulframe on Discord, I would recommend it. They do have an open, like, public Discord. So that's where I'm going to replicate the information from. Where are we? Hello, envoys. Alright, so I'm just going to pull the message link and then see if that works for you guys. I'm going to test that now myself. Okay, that should put you guys directly up. It's a post by DE Sam. So that's the direct link to the public Discord for Soulframe. So if you guys click that link, follow all the steps in there, And yeah, that will give you access basically to the opportunity to get all of your stuff set up. So I'd recommend doing that before the actual stream. And then once you've got your code, you can jump in and play Soulframe. But it's pretty cool. It's very, very early stages, like I say, but it is still it's a fun game, and it's a nice breakup too, because I mean, I played Warframe for like 10 years, and I've only recently just started streaming it, only for a few months, or weeks actually, but a lot of you definitely seem to be keen for Warframe, but I mean, I am too. I think if you've got a neuro spicy brain, or just enjoy like fast-paced gameplay, then Warframe definitely works that way very well. And there's lots of content in there too, so you can never really say that there's not much to do unless you've basically hit late game content and you've essentially facilitated, you know, mastery rank or legendary rank and all the equipment that comes along with it. So how's the game so far? Yeah, man, it's really good. Still really early stages, but it's nice. Like, I'm seeing subtle changes each time I log in. So I do play it weekly, and predominantly I usually play it on the weekends, but today's stream schedule has changed a bit. I thought I'd do Soulframe first in the morning, and then I'll be doing Crazy Brain Warframe in the afternoon. But yeah, I like it. It's good. It's a different pace and feel, but it's enjoyable. The graphics are beautiful. The story's pretty good for what we know so far. But it's really good. I enjoy the gameplay. I don't mind the combat so much. There's definitely a little bit more tweaking that's probably going to be happening. There we go. There it is. There are puzzles, you know, combat, boss fights. This dude just keeps on doing fist pumps. Righto. Alright. And we've got a courage amplification blessing. Cool. Alright, let's go hunt some ghoul. I can tell it's made by the same devs. Yeah, man, you can tell, like, you've got like a very unique kind of style when you see Warframe and how your movement is. I mean, granted, we can't do bullet jumps. Not in this game, but clearly in Warframe. But you can definitely tell when it's a DE game, you know? And that's what I really like about DE as well. They're very unique, and they definitely listen to their player base as well, which is great. And they're consistent in communicating with us, like pretty much on like a monthly, weekly basis sometimes. So yeah, it's very rare to see other development teams work so integrally with their community as well, and just the way that they get feedback. Oh, Avocot, what have you got? A compliment for my legs, clearly. Alright, so we don't really have anything useful, so I'm going to leave you alone. Shaggy Scoobs, is the game out all the way? Not just yet, no. Still in preludes. Welcome on in, Shaggy. There is a Discord link up in the chat there if you want to check that out, if you want to sign yourself up to obtain a code through the dev stream. When the devs do a Soul stream, I believe next week, it's got all the information in there for you. So making your Soulframe account, connecting your Twitch, and then watching the dev stream for 30 minutes, that should give you a code drop. Ooh, this place. Where's that button? We've got a nice little puzzle. It's really not that hard. The button's just here. Wait. Fen, why did I hear you? Ah. Okay. The aiming mechanics for Odiak are a little bit funky still. But strangely enough though, I think, what's it in settings? I think it's accessibility. Yeah, enable controller aim assist. That seems to help quite a lot with the aiming trajectory of the weapon itself. Especially when there's enemies around, Because what it used to do was like, I'll see if it happens. But you'd have an enemy in front of you. Actually, this is a good example. Let's turn it off and then see what it does. Alright. So, okay, yeah, see how we got the enemy there? It's basically selecting a breakable item instead of the actual enemy that I'm locked onto, which is kind of funny. So it does seem like it's gotten better with its aiming assist, which is actually good. So I'm going to test that without it and see how it operates. Because initially, when I first started, your weapon would just select a broken box or something, and it's like, dude, I've got like someone trying to kill me. Why are you not locating onto the actual enemy in front of me? It's kind of weird. No. Oh well. Okay. Soulframe and GTA 6. Oh, Grand Theft Auto. Dude, I haven't played that series of games for a while. But I did like just running around like punching people. It's actually pretty fun. What are your top 5 GOTY nominees of this year? Ooh, good question. I did watch the Gamescom thing. I mean, there's a lot of new games coming out. Nominees for this year. Throw some titles my way and I'll give you my rating. How about that? There's so much content coming out, eh? I think like... I mean, I come from the era of like Resident Evil, Final Fantasy. God, so many games. Like Skyrim, Oblivion, Elden Ring, Black Myth Wukong, Half-Life. If you guys have ever played Half-Life, that was made by Valve. Unreal as well, Unreal Tournament, those sorts of styles of games. That's pretty much my kind of era of where I first started. GTA is pretty fun though. The setting is in like Warframe, Golden Seed. Yeah, like the aim assist thing. I know it's weird. But I play on mouse and keyboard, so I thought it was kind of funny that the controller aim assist actively affected my like mouse reticle, or like aiming in the game. It's a bit strange, but it's kind of cool. Oblivion Remastered, yeah, I haven't played actually. Expedition 33, that looks absolutely insane. I love how you've got so many different titles coming through. Fable, what's that one about? Because I used to play a game called Fable, and there was Fable 2. Dune Awakening looks absolutely insane. Doom the Dark Ages, I do have like the special redeem thing from NVIDIA. They handed out like this update and were like, hey, if you want to get like this really cool shit for Doom, like the new version of Doom, the Dark Ages thing, that does look really sick. I actually may jump into that and play that. It looks very cool. It's very fast-paced, extremely aggressively on the eyeballs, but I'm pretty sure that's what we're all here for. So I may look at that and expand my repertoire, so to speak, into like that sort of style of game, just to kind of see what it's all about too. I mean, I'm not going to say no to anything, but I mean also too, I don't really just want to jump into something and pretend I enjoy it. I think that's, yeah, that's not the way that I roll. If I like something, I like it. If I don't, I'm not going to play it. Yeah, okay, so aim assist is definitely still locating its attack towards breakables rather than enemies. Excuse me, sir. Yeah, aim assist definitely helps you in game, at present anyway, to just basically lock on to an aggressor rather than a barrel, which was great. Cool. Monster Hunter Wilds. I've seen a lot of people playing that. I mean, I can't... Ooh, Ignimora. I can't say that I'm not interested in something until I've actually played it and experienced it. I think that's the key with most things. If it doesn't initially garner my fancy, I guess it's just kind of getting a little bit more information around it and what the kind of concept of the game is. But I mean, I'm also kind of using a relatively good PC, but it's certainly not as good as, you know, some people have got out there. So, where's the, oh, the sunlight thing. Okay. So that's there. Where's the sunlight? Okay. Alright. So that doesn't do that. Where's the other one? Oh, okay. Right, there we go. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, there we go. Do you prefer MMO co-op, single player games? TJ. I think I like all sorts of games in that respect. I like the fact that, say for example, like Guild Wars 2, one of my mates got me into that. I like that sort of game. Like, that's really fun. I think I'm actually still doing an epic weapon with my little Asura. I've got two different Asura. I've got one who's a elementalist mage, and then the other one is a mechanist. And I love the Asura. They're like teeny tiny, stupidly confident, and uber intelligent and sassy as hell. They are my favorites. So that sort of gameplay I do like. Single player, it depends on what it is, to be honest. I mean, like Black Myth Wukong, I really enjoyed that game. It was beautifully done, absolutely incredible. So yeah, I think that sort of style of game was really, really nice. I really enjoyed that. Great story, lots of like amazing stuff to go through. Lots of really cool secret kind of puzzles. Like if you miss something, you know, go back and do like another game plus. Yeah, all sorts of different games. Yeah, definitely. Expedition 33 was just incredible. Well, okay, so you've given me an absolute ton of titles. Most of them I don't really know. That's not true. I'll go with like Dune Awakening, Doom the Dark Ages, and then Expedition 33. They'll be my top 3. Oblivion Remastered, I haven't experienced like firsthand because I played the original. I did like the original very much. So it'll be interesting to jump back into that story, but it's developed by a completely different company. So it'll be nice to see like how well they replicated it. Oh, you did? Oh, nice. Yeah. I haven't actually tried the I haven't actually gone and replayed OG Oblivion, but it is really cool. I love the story. The very start of it though, you're just like, what the shit just happened? But it is pretty cool. Oh man, I missed that jump. Well, that's alright. Okie dokie. Alright, well there's our little dungeon run done. Battlefield 6. Ooh, I don't really get into those sorts of, like, I guess, human-style war combat. Like Half-Life, for example, I liked it because you had, like, really cool, like, different weapons and it was all sciencey based. If it's too close to, like, real life kind of stuff, I kind of stick away from it, to be honest. Oh, you like the beta. Nice. Yeah, I think if it's less kind of humanistic or like just away from everyday kind of stuff, or like, yeah, like army kind of stuff, it's cool. Like I love that sort of shit, but I think if it's playing a game and it feels too relatively real life-ish, I stick away from it. I like more fantasy kind of style, or like sci-fi, like horror kind of stuff, I don't mind. Yeah, I think that's the best way that I can kind of say that for now. I rent support. I revived everything I saw. Nice. No bats. Oh, in which game, Gray? In the Battlefield 6, you mean? Yeah, if other players don't help other players, I've never really understood that mentality of like if you're not playing a PvP, as an example, and you're in like a co-op game and you just don't help other people, you're kind of just doing yourself as a service by like, yeah, by just not caring. Or sometimes it's more like just game awareness though too, you know. Sometimes people aren't genuinely aware of support, but I'll give like a context of like Warframe, for example. Like I've noticed a lot of people tend to not really like resurrect each other anymore, and I don't understand that. It doesn't make sense to me, to be honest. I mean, that's why you're in squad. See, that's duration, grace. Very weird. Why would I do that? For the Siren. That is not something I would have done for the Siren. I know that. So range is fine. Alright, we'll do that. 8, 24, 12. Okay. So 11, 8, 24. Let's have a look here. 25, 28, 6. So maybe we've got more points in the virtue trees than before, but these are not the way that I left these. I know that for sure. Courage, spirit, and grace. So maybe just do that in 10. 22, 11, 10. I'm sure that that's how I left these stats from last time. 9, 27, 5. Siren. Alright. See what that does now. So 10, 11, 22. Okay. Maybe it's just the UI taking a while to update. Tempest. 27, 5. Spirit will be fine. Maybe just add a touch of range on that. 10, 25, 6. And this is the Tetherin. Okay, so Siren. 10, 20, 11. Alright, that seems fine. Juniper Bow. What have we got? So you're still a grace-based. I need to shift you away from grace. And then what's our secondary like? Grin. Courage. Nettle's pretty good. 9 in 100. Okay. Can I put you on a fire game? It's not out yet. Fate Keeper. True. Naomi. Hello. I'm back. You okay? You sound sad. Do I? No. I feel very fine. Thank you for asking though, Naomi. Not sad. Just contemplating. But how are you? I hope you're well. I hope you had a nice sleep the other night. Alright, butterfly time. I actually don't mind the Siren Pact. It packs a punch, and it's actually pretty decent. With the decoy more so. I mean, that's really the only thing that it's got going for it is like the damage output of the decoy. just drop all of your duration, just stack it with strength, and it should take those guys out pretty quickly. You can blind people and kill them, which is pretty cool. So don't overlook Siren. It is actually not a bad pact at all. So fun. Yeah, the Ranger was my class when I started Soulframe. Oh, nice. Yeah, the grace-based Iridus. Oh, sorry, dude. Oh, wow. Hey, look. They use their force powers to stop the arrow from hitting them. Alright, Avocot. Let's go for a run. And then what I'll do, I will probably...
Good job for you, Legster.
I'll probably finish off with this run today. And then I've got to go do some paperwork. And then I will be back in the afternoon to do a Warframe stream. Oh. Awesome. We love XP. Cool. Yo, buddy. Thank you very much. Cool. Yup. You tired? No, I wouldn't say tired. I'd probably say I've just got like some things to do. So I thought I'd just jump in, do a little bit of a stream for Soulframe, and then I will be back later after a little bit of lunch and do some Warframe this afternoon. Seems boring and weak to me. Tetheran's not too bad. Like, I think its base pact form is okay. Like, it is based, I think, more so on like a melee kind of attacker. But I think the flexibility of the pact itself. Okay, so we've got to go through here. I really wish that this particular one would say entry is through the Mines of Borrow, because like you're literally here, and then I would assume most newer players would look at that and be like, oh well, they're just there, but it says the Undercity. So just to clarify that, I feel like I should say slay the banner in the Undercity by entering through Mines of Borrow. I know it's a small change, but I think that would be variably good information to a newer player if they're entering Soulframe and they're not really sure, because you're learning so much so quickly. Sweet. Remember me. Naomi, how could I forget you? I remember that you're 14 years old, you had a birthday party, and your rec group were going to do a celebration for you. And you were also tired the last time that you popped into the stream. So yes, I do remember you. Impressive, isn't it? But I do pay attention, so yes. I do remember people, and I do remember some of the information that you guys tell me each time. And I like to reiterate and share conversations with you guys as well. So I do track a lot of what happens within chat. Conversations that you guys bring to the table, the information that you guys share, etc. I think it's just a respect from me to you guys, and vice versa. Path of Exile 2 is going to have a free trial. Ooh, interesting. Okay. Yeah, dude. Okay, I'll check it out. Maybe, like, just give me a nudge through socials too, Jacta. But I'll check it out. So, yeah, free trial would be pretty dope. Is it basically, like, kind of do, like, a sign-up thing, jump into the game, have a play, and then they're going to basically let people in at a certain, like, time frame, or...? Yeah, dope. Awesome. Thanks, dude. That's awesome. Alright, let's go get this Banneret. Okay, cool. Yeah. That seems pretty dope, though. I like the fact that more developers are kind of being like, hey, free trial us, see what you think. It's good for them because they're getting direct feedback really quickly and from lots of people. I would just hope that their servers are able to withstand like the influx of so many different people around the world so quickly. I'm sure like if someone could create an infrastructure that would allow the servers to support so many different people very quickly, then I'm sure they would make an absolute, I don't know, dragon's den of money. They would never have to think about money again. Not that that money means everything. Okay, Banneret. Hello, lovely. Drivel. What a name. And that's why you use the juniper bow. You do have to be bond rank 2 with 2 Volcanae, by the way. Excuse me. Alright. Is this one open? No. Okay. Excellent. Alright. Flappy Bird, where are you taking me, bro? Take me home. Take me home. Bro, I need to get more plat. I'm broke. Macy G, dude, tell me about it. You know what I was actually thinking? I'll run it past you guys and see what you think. What about like just doing like a little bit of like a setting up of like your Warframe market through a Leca frame? Because you can actually use a Leca frame. It's not against like Warframe's TOS or anything, which is good. It is a third-party service, but it doesn't do anything negative, thankfully. So you can use it, but it is a really good tool to put your sales up for Warframe market and stuff. It's something I've run for a little while. I've actually got to go through and update a whole bunch of stuff on it, and then probably just do, yeah, flat sales, arcanes, relics, everything that I can basically kind of sell. It definitely gets sweaty in chat though. Like you get people just spamming you. I really want this. It's like, okay, like I'm only a human on the other end. But yeah, I definitely need flat sales, that's for sure. So what? I think it's only Windows Soulframe, PC only. Yes, Sin of Rain. Yes, it is. Smooth, don't care, bro. What don't I care about? Oh, bye, Naomi. Smooth, don't care. Also, are you live on Twitch? I don't see you responding on these YouTube guys. Interesting, don't you? Okay. What game is this? Josh and Daniel? This is Soulframe. You guys don't see certain stuff on screen because I choose not to show it. But I am more than aware of you guys showing up in chat and where you're coming from and where you're viewing as well. It's just things I have to do on my end to satiate being able to multi-stream. So you guys don't see it, but I certainly do. Don't worry about that. That's my job. If you want to view, chill, do your thing, that's totally fine. As far as me responding, I do go through messages and I don't miss your messages. I may not respond instantaneously, but I will respond to you. So I'm not being rude, etc. But I am playing a game as well and creating conversation. So as far as caring, I'm going to discount that comment. I actually do. So yeah, but welcome on in all the same. Sin of Ren to Anti, yes, it is PC only at the moment. May change over time, but it is made by the guys at DE who make a Warframe as well. You're welcome. Macy G, yeah, I've had a few offers up on Warframe Market, plus Ribbons there as well. Hell yeah. Ribbons can take a little while to sell, but they can be quite a good chunk of plat to come through your way as well. I'd probably just say utilize Warframe Market, because it definitely gives you the opportunity to look at like the ebb and flow of like cost pricings and stuff like that. You know what's really excessive when it comes to price pointing. I mean, I've seen like just regular stuff that was probably only, you know, worth like 20 or 30 plat, and someone's put like 1,000 plat on it. They'll never get that sold ever.
How can I do better?
So my advice on that, be realistic in your expectations of what the market investment would be, how much time and investment you put into something, and then base your price pointing on that, because yeah, I've seen some absolutely unrealistic BS behavior. And I just don't bother with it, to be honest. Who's being rude around these parts? Yanis Captain Vor, welcome on in. I have a few offers up. Yeah. Salve. Thyarch, welcome. Everyone, if you don't know Thyarch, go annoy them. They're great. Yanis Captain Vor as well, but be wary. He does have a hammer. Only need 150 more plat. Oh, true. Nice. What fashion are you getting into with Kume? She's a bit of an odd frame to fashion, if you ask me, but I'd probably do a bit more fashion like what we used to do in Warframe this afternoon as well. So, but yeah, as far as like if you guys are keen to join in like chats and tuning in, just be aware, like when you guys jump in, if you think it's kind of funny to be rude or disrespectful to other people, just remind yourself, like when you enter, you do enter into the terms and conditions of the stream. Meaning, give respect, you'll get it in return. If someone's got a different opinion, just be mindful and accept that their opinion's different to yours. And as far as like misbehavior, rude commentary, etc., I'll just ban you. I'll say it straight out. And as far as like, you know, if I'm not responding to you directly straight away, don't worry about it. I've got it all under control. I've got all chats and stuff that I need to do to watch what's going on in stream. And as far as poor behavior or poor choices of words, that's a reflection on you. So, yeah. I like your mic. Thank you, Naomi. I do too. So yeah, I'm just putting a global kind of PSA. Like, if you want to join in, if you're brand new here, you're welcome to hang. But if you're going to be rude in any sort of form of capacity, you will get banned. So, and as far as I'm concerned, you know, if you're upsetting other people in here as well, we don't want that here. So, if you want to have fun trolling people, find somewhere else to do it, because I don't have any time or patience for it. And some of our regular folk here as well, who I really appreciate, will call you out on that as well. So, yeah, the collective will speak stronger than one. So, let's put that out there. And just be kind. I really don't understand misbehavior or just rudeness. I've got no time for it. 50 plat, always here. Maiku Kume. Indeed. That was sad, and because I was given a task by a recruiter. Oh no, why? What do you mean, Thyarch? It was for... Gotcha. Okay. Definitely have a ribbon for Heck. Yeah, man. Heck is dope, Macy. That's dope. And gas running that? Wow. Yeah, that'd be knockout ribbon on Heck for sure. It's good that it'll transition to the Kuva Heck as well, so that'll be awesome. I had a deadline, Thyarch? Jesus. That's fair enough. Yeah, okay. Well, that's good. At least filling them in. And how much you've done. That's good. Yeah. It's good communication, though, dude. Like, it's great. Yeah. School could be a lot, though, dude. Like, study and stuff. I've done study in the past. So I've actually got some stuff to finish off. But yeah, communication's all G, hey. And it sounds like you've done all the right stuff there, so good on you. The Kuva Hind is underrated. Indeed, Yanis Captain Vor. That is true. Caleb Smith, how's the gameplay? I'm curious, as a Warframe vet, is there a gameplay loop or more story driven? I'd probably say at the moment it is a little bit more like it's story driven to start with, and for the content that we've got at the moment, you do start off with more like fables or quests. So we've got about 3 different quests or fables at the moment, but for the most part it's predominantly exploration of this area, Caleb. So if you're keen to get into something like Soulframe, I would recommend it, just purely on the fact that it's just a different like style of game for DE, which is nice. The fact that it's developed by them as well, and there's Warframe 2, I felt like it was an easy synergy to switch my time between them both, and for different reasons as well. As far as like all the Prelude series have been going, like they've just gotten better and better each one. So it's been a couple of months, I think, since P9, but I started in like Preludes 8, and then P9 came in, and now it's up to 10, and they're about to release into 11 as well. So Naomi, you seem to disappear and come back into chat very often. Nice to see you again. I don't want to waste their time in mine. Thyak? Yeah, man, that's fine. Like, if you don't have the energy, time, or space at the moment, you know, maybe try something different. Just pivot somewhere else. If you're not super happy in doing something, like, don't put yourself through the pain. I think about it that way. Yeah, I mean, maybe just breaking down the study period as well, like if you can. You don't have to like smash everything at once. It's a lot for anyone's brain to take on, man. Especially if it's say like a 3 or 4 year bloody study time, and you know, you're working all the stuff, you know what it's like. Work, life, study, you know, eat, sleep, all that sort of stuff, and then yeah, eventually get to like a burnout stage as well. So yeah, definitely understand that. Jacta, what am I guessing? I'll leave you playing. Oh, Naomi, yeah. Keen to hang around. I don't mind. Lurking in chat. That's totally fine. I was doing task. Yeah, I was burned out. Yeah. Good sleep, good food, bit of exercise. Honestly, it makes such a difference to... Bye, Naomi. It makes it easier if you, like... I don't know. I find like I wake up in the morning really, really early. I go and spend time, do the things that I don't want to. The very first part of my day, and then everything else just fits into that. But I get all the stuff done that I don't want to do first, which is great. But Caleb, with Warframe and like the synergy of like the differences of, I guess, content or game loop, you do have a loop, yes, but you can break it up with like certain bits and pieces. So I'm just activating like a little quest at the moment, and then I'll probably polish off stream. But as far as like the content goes, it's pretty good. Like you've got different ways of being able to obtain fragments for weapons, or like blueprints basically. Enemies, they're pretty cool, I'd say, as far as like the status impact of damage outputs for the game. They're not as prevalent just yet, but we do have different mechanics in the game. So like that was called a soul, I don't know, drain, I guess you could call it. And you do have capability to restore your abilities. Good thing is they're more cooldown based, not so much energy economy. So it's pretty effective. Like you can bang out some pretty good like abilities. Like that one's decoy. Basically this pact is Loki. But it is good. Like you've got summoner pacts, you've got a flame pact as well, Hand of Mora, which is pretty cool. The Tempest Odiak or Ode Tempest is pretty dope. That one's more of like a reflective damage output pact. So your packs are basically like your Warframe. You got 3 abilities. They're all based on cooldown. And then however you work the inner workings of the skill tree for that particular pact is what you're actually getting benefit out of. So that's just some like the mechanic stuff as well. Look at what I spent my points at. What have you got? Drop it. Posture check. Oh yeah, I should probably like do that. Thanks, Jack. What's the drop it though? Am I supposed to drop the bow? Do you want me to drop something and like play like another... I can do like another weapon, so why don't we do that? I'll drop the bow for something else. You guys get to choose what weapon I get to run through. Weapon fragments almost like parts needed in a blueprint Warframe. Are the parts RNG? Yes, they are. From enemy drops? Yes. The quests you also get like fragments, like all of these weapons, you do get fragments from running all of like the quests in game. You can get specific fragments from specific vendors or like faction leaders. So like the Igne Mora, for example, it does drop a lot more in the open world, but the best way to kind of focus farm like fragments for this one as an example would be running, say, like a Sparrow Tail, which is like just like one of like your missions within Warframe. To get more specific on drops on, say, like the Odiak weapon, I think it takes about 2 or 3 different fragments to be able to obtain this. As far as like a specialty weapon, this is the only weapon in the game at the moment where you have to go to 3 specific spots. Shameless plug. I do have lives and a walkthrough guide, an Envoy's Journey on my YouTube. If you want, feel free to check them out. I'm pretty confident I put timestamps on them. I'm up to about episode 4, I think, currently, and then on Monday next week I'll do a live. Generally runs for about an hour and a half. Bit of a different setup. I still have chat active, but I basically am just doing like the walkthrough live recording as well. So if you can tune into that, you're welcome to. I do a bit of like a refresher of what we've run through in the game. But this is the bow that has 3 specific areas where you go to. You collect a fragment each, 1 part, and then once you've collected all 3, you can come and build this bow. As long as you've got a specific mechanic in the game, leveled up to a bond of level 2. So yeah, if you're keen to go check out all the YouTube stuff, it's in the live playlist and the Soulframe playlist on the YouTube too. So ignore it. What am I ignoring, Jack? I don't want to ignore anything. That would be rude. So Caleb, I hope that explains a little bit more about like the specifications on RNG, enemy drops, quests, and particular weapons. You do get these ones as well. Like you get the blueprint essentially from a quest boss, which is one of the first that you come across. These are extremely powerful, but you do need to have the maximum bond again with the mechanic in the game to be able to acquire these and get the right amount of materials, the right amount of currency. We do have premium currency in game. I spent mine already because I wanted to build a few of the packs, and currently we've got 7 of them in the game. So these 3 are the base ones. Tethrin, that's like strength, courage. You got Siren, that's more grace based. Not a bad one to pick as a starter, but I chose the Iselda because you can bestow enemies Elder Bloom. Stupid Trinity, like amazing healing. Even at level 1, you can basically heal through anything. And then Phantom Flock is just a really good CC ability. So I chose Spirit User in the Iselda, and that starts you off with a particular faction. And then once you rank them up to level 5, you can switch to a different faction. And at the moment, there's 3 factions in the game. You don't have to wait. With the 24-hour build, not necessarily. The packs are actually more of a 24-hour build, I'll be honest. It's not that bad, in all honesty. You can acquire a ton of them quite quickly. So once you've built up the right amount of bond, etc., you can actually come back, level them, and start filling out their skill tree. Everbound is useful, especially when you're leveling one, maximum life increase. But to get there, you've got to start from the beginning, which is always this node on the far left, and then you add your additional points along the way. For this particular pact for Siren, I maxed out the pickpocket. It's kind of like Ivara's invisibility, glamour ability, where she goes invisible and she just automatically pickpockets enemies. That does potentially sometimes drop a rarer fragment or piece as long as you're in your 3rd form, which is the glamour. you turn into like a night moth and just fly around. But the good thing is, and the fun thing I think is that your virtues, your spirit's duration, grace is range, courage is your strength. The reason why I've got courage built so high and the duration lower and the range I don't really worry about too much is based because I'm building the Trick of the Light decoy. You throw it out and it, at the least amount of duration that you've got is beneficial, because once you drop your decoy out, you've increased your max damage as much as what you can with courage. Once this thing goes off and it explodes, it just wipes out all the enemies. So there's some pretty fun builds that you can build up. But as far as like the build times, most of these weapons take anywhere from like 4 hours, maybe 12 on certain ones. I can't remember about the 24-hour build, but for weapons anyway. Your secondary, some of them take like 4 hours, which is great. Pricklies, you got throwing daggers essentially. These two are really, really good. I go for more of like the more stars that you've got attuned in the weapon, the more damage they do. And the smite mechanic is really good. It's basically like a critical hit, but the higher chance you've got in your smite, so like 7 and 100 hits, these actually do a lot of smite all the time. And what that'll mean is if I've got this ability, regaining life on a smite, I can just pull the soul from the enemy, recharge whatever ability I've used. Say like I use the decoy and that's the green, and the enemy glows green. You pull their soul out, you regenerate all of your health, and it gives you that ability back and just wipes out the cooldown straight away. So there's some pretty cool mechanics in here as well. So hope that clarifies a bit there for you as well. Already secondaries? Yeah, there are. Yeah, any game is better than the first Ascendant. I mean, look, I think everyone's got like their choice and gravy on what they like to play, right? I actually haven't checked out that game, so Caleb Smith is the co-op. Yeah, you can have a squad up to 3 people at the moment. I don't know if that's going to be increased. Maybe it will, but host migration's still a little bit janky. So I mean, yeah, if you've been playing Warframe a long time, you definitely know about the lovely, excessively amazing boss host migration. Host migration's not that bad, and because it's all purely based on PC at the moment, it's, you know, just working out. Oh, fair enough, Jacta. Yeah, I'm happy to potentially not step into that arena. As far as like host migration in this game though, it's not too bad. I mean, they're still fleshing out and ironing bits and pieces out, so yeah, if you're entering the game and have high expectations of it being completely bugless, then I would say probably don't. Expect that it's going to be absolute perfection. Every single game has got something that's not going to work absolutely perfectly. But as far as the series of preludes in Soulframe, in my experience so far, has gone, I take a different approach. I mean, I look at what I can do in the game, what I can't do in the game, give some feedback, and just let it sit and cook. That's the best I can do as a player of a game anyway. But I mean, if additionally I can give like stream-based information, and hopefully maybe some of the team over D's way come and find some information like off me from like the live streams and stuff, and that helps them, then so be it. I want to see this game grow. Same with Warframe, you know, so I really, really like the company. I love them. I think they've always been very great in their communication and their direction. So I know a lot of people aren't necessarily going to agree with that, but that's just my view and objective on my experiences. So they're going to be completely different from all of yours. So I'm very aware of that. So yeah, difference of opinion I think is good, you know, otherwise the world would be very boring. But yeah, I think it is time to finalize this stream for now, because I'm variably hungry, and I hope you guys have gained some sort of knowledge from me today, and you've enjoyed your time here as well. So Thyak, take care of yourself, buddy. I'm sure I'll see you in Skindog streams too, so I'll probably jump in maybe tonight, I don't know, but I'll be doing the Warframe later, So if you're keen, stop by, say hi. I'll be doing Warframe in a couple of hours time. So yeah, definitely going to go grab some food. No food for me. Aw, Jax. All right. I'll just starve myself. That's fine. But thank you all for chomping in and saying hi. Thanks, Gray. Always great to see you as well. But yeah, we'll do some Warframe stuff this afternoon. So I'll put some info together and we'll just, yeah, have a bit of Warframe fun. So yeah, take care of yourselves. For everyone new, thank you very much for popping in. It's great to see you. Macy G, always lovely. And yeah, hopefully you guys will be around for the afternoon as well. So awesome. Thanks, man. Always a pleasure. There's the socials as well. Oh, I do have to update something in there. So yeah, click at your own choice. Let's just put it that way. Thanks, guys. Take care. And yeah, I'll see you in the afternoon stream. So dope. Ciao for now.